Hello and welcome to another video. I hope you enjoy it. We had a lovely day out at a place called Stoke Gabriel in Devon. There's a little bit of wind noise at the beginning, but it gets better, I promise. I hope you enjoy watching. Enjoy! And then it leads out on this little estuary down to the sea. Beautiful location. So we're on this little slipway at the moment, which is gets a little bit flooded over. We just got wet feet, didn't we? Just got wet feet. But yeah, beautiful day again. Bumble's loving it. He's been in swimming already. He's going to go in again at some point. We had his hair cut nice and short for this holiday because when he goes in the water he dries off really quickly, don't you? So he agreed. What do you think? It's lovely, isn't it? Yeah. Is really well known for crab fishing. Locally it's known as crabbing, and yeah, apparently in this part here there's loads and loads of crabs in there. Even my sister messaged me a minute ago to say make sure Bumble doesn't get his toes nipped when he's in swimming. Just joking. And yeah, so there's a lot of fishing boats which you'll see in a second as we walk back along here, and it's just a stunning day. Back across the watery bit now, so I'll get me wet feet again. So this is a little slipway that divides the lake that's been made from the sea. But as you can see, it does flood over, so we're getting the wet feet going on. Bumble doesn't care. Do you, Bumble? You're not bothered at all, are you? There's a nice view on it. Oh, it's neat there though. Be careful it doesn't get too slippery. Don't want to fail army on the hands, slipping over, falling down there. Meals which are done on a blackboard, and a host of drinks and cakes as well. We had a coffee there today and some chips, and Jackie had a veggie burger. Very nice. Nothing's particularly cheap nowadays. That came in at 28 quid for 2 drinks, a portion of chips and a veggie burger meal. But it's kind of the same everywhere now. And it's a £6 parking fee, but that's for the whole day, so you can sit around all day. So I'd recommend bringing some chairs with you. There are some nice benches around as well, but we brought our own chairs to sit out on today, which we're going to do. Have a little chill, make a cup of tea. In terms of things to do, there's not a lot here. So there's the so I was throwing a ball then. There's obviously the lake. If you've got a paddle board or a small boat, you can probably take that out on there and have a little pooch around, which would be really nice. You can walk around the lake. I know over here you can sort of head around the lake. It gets quite muddy on the sides there. We've got a grass area here. You can walk round, I think, quite a way of the way round, and then across where we've just been on the slipway, you can go across there as well. But I don't think there's much walking on the other side. I might be wrong on that. And then obviously there's the cafe, so most people probably come down here just to mooch around, have a little drink, have a coffee, have something to eat, and then just sit in the on a day like today, just sitting having a relaxing time is perfect really. It's a really nice way to do it. So yeah, lovely area. I'm not sure you need parking for the whole day, probably just a few hours will probably be enough, and I think they do 3 hours for £3, so you could just do that. But you could literally pull up for the day and just have a day out, and you've got a lovely water area here to play in for the kids as well, get the dinghies out and stuff. There's no boats out on here at all, but there's no sign saying that you can't sail a boat or put a paddleboard out or anything like that, so I'd imagine that'd be fine. And there's lucky people who've got their own boats here, which must be beautiful. Some of them got balconies on which look out over the lake, which must be stunning to get up to every day. And like I said, there's a population of about 1,200 people living around here. It's a small parish town, and we're going to get our chairs out and have a chill out. So we found ourselves a nice little spot. Brought our chairs with us this time. How good is that? These chairs are a game changer. We got them from Dunelm, and they're only 30 quid, something like that, weren't they? I think so. £29. You just fold out the frame and hook them on, and off you go. You got yourself an armchair. Look at that. Comfort, eh, Jackie?
Perfect.
Perfect. It's the life, isn't it? Good boy. Good girl, you got your ball. We'll take it. Ready? Ready. Go. He always goes the wrong way to start with. Oh, he's found it. Right. No, he hasn't. Come on, get up now. There he is, B. Look, there. Yay! Good boy. Well done. So I forgot to get his ball thrower, so I'm just heading back to the car so he can run a little bit further in the water then. Have some fun with that. So I think we're getting the last look of weather. It looks like the weather's going to change tomorrow into a very rainy sort of time of year, but I guess we're sort of mid-September now. So can't ask for much more than that really. And we're heading home tomorrow, so we kind of got the best of it, I think. There it is. There it is. Yes, I know. Ooh, sorry about that with the camera. So Bumble's very vocal when he wants something, when he gets excited. He speaks to us, let's put it that way. Apart from that, he's actually quiet as a mouse at home. He's really quiet, and he's just a very chilled out boy, but except for when we're out, he just gets so excited about being outdoors and kind of embrace that play really as well. He really enjoys himself, and he's such a good boy. He can be off lead and just knows how to enjoy himself. It's all nice to see. That's why we have a dog, isn't it? That's the whole reason. I think I found my way as a dog walker. Yeah, I'm going to sit in this chair with a throwing stick and just do it like that. That seems to be the perfect way for me. You ready, Bumble? Ready? Go! So, happy dog.
Happy wife.
Happy wife. And happy Paul. Perfect. So I've got myself a new gadget, as I like the gadgets, for camping and for being out on occasions like today. It comes in this little tiny bag, and it's a little gas stove which I got off of, I can't remember now, I think I saw it on Instagram or TikTok shop. It's got these little legs on it that fold out like that. So you've got 4 little legs for stability, and then the best part of it is it's got this little gadget here. So it's got a windbreaker, so you can put it as high as you like to keep the flame, depending on how windy it is. You can have it like that if you've got a big pan on the go, or if you've got a small one like a kettle, which we'll go over in a minute, you can do it like that, and it should keep the flame going and without having to worry about it going out. How cool is that? And it's such a small thing once it's all folded up that it fits in your bag as well, so it's really good for that. So the gas canister connects onto the side. Not done this before, so bear with me. Like that, just hooks on the side, and then you lay it down, and then it just turns on the orange tab on the side there, the gas, and then you can just light it. Whoa! Bit of flameage there. Put the kettle on, make that a bit smaller. So it holds the flame and it just sits on there. Fill the water up. And because the flame's so well protected, it actually helps it boil a bit quicker. But it's not constantly battling against the wind. Put the lid on the kettle, and now we wait.
It's dry now.
Yeah. And we're near water.
We're near water at the moment, so we
So we head home tomorrow after a lovely week here, and yeah, what a spectacular day to finish on. Stunning, really sunny, really warm. I think it's hitting about 22 degrees. Nice area to sit. Bumble's loving it, enjoying himself. I haven't seen his tail stop wagging actually. Ready? Ready? This is Bumble's favourite pastime. It looks quite hard work coming back out the water. I think the ground's quite sort of sandy, muddy, so it's quite hard work to run on, I think, for him. Go out the ramp, don't you? Drop it. Good boy. Ready? Absolutely loving it. He's a clever boy. He's a clever boy. Bumble's a bit nervous with our drone. He sort of runs the other way when he hears it. I think he thinks it's like a wasp or something, which he's not keen on. And he sort of goes a different way to me, which is quite funny. So, what else is there to know about this area, Stoke Gabriel? So, fishermen probably first came to Stoke Gabriel to fish salmon and gain access to the River Dart. The village has approximately 1,000-year-old yew tree, which is in the churchyard, which we're going to have a look at in a minute. So the fishermen used to use the fish in here, and the salmon used to go where the estuary bit we just walked over earlier, over there, and fish for the salmon there. So that was the original setup of this little village town, and yeah, it went from that into a tourist attraction because it is absolutely beautiful. Also, Stoke Gabriel is the template for the fictional village of Thornford Regis in Bennison's crime novels, 12 drummers drumming and 11 pipers piping. So yeah, so it's been set in a book as well. I can understand why. I mean, if you sat here and wrote, you just get very inspired. It's beautiful. So the village has two pubs, one of them called the Church House Inn and the other one the Castle Inn. And the Church House Inn was built to accommodate the masons who constructed the church, and also served as the courthouse. So outside that pub there is some old stocks there, which we'll go and have a look at in a minute. So as I said earlier on the video, there's not a huge amount of walking area around here. There's the green bit where we've been sitting. Apparently there's a walkway through the woods over here, but it doesn't take you very far and you end up on a road. So if you have got a dog with you, that's probably not the best. But here's quite nice. We've got like a little beachy sort of area which goes all the way around the lake part. And there's wildlife. We've seen some egrets, some ducks, some swans, all hanging out in the lake. And of course the Springer Spaniel hanging out in the lake. Where else would you be, eh Bumble? Where else would you be? Ready? Go! Come on, this way. Good boy. Jackie and I have always been ones to go somewhere and mooch about and walk all the time, and get probably a little bit too sort of busy really when we're out and about. We try and cram too much in, but we've realised by doing a day like today, actually just sitting and taking it all in, you just enjoy an area so much more. And I think as we're getting a little bit older and less mobile, this might be a a future thing. We could go and just sit somewhere and just enjoy it. Bumble's happy as Larry because he's swimming all the time and running around. We can sit and I can put my kettle on and have a cup of tea, and yeah, this sounds like a good plan, I think. Unfortunately the winter's approaching, so how much more of this we'll be able to do, who knows, but yeah, enjoy it while we can. And I always say, no matter how enabled you are, just get out as much as you can and enjoy it as much as you can, because there's so much to see. And this is just being in the UK, it's just such a beautiful country. Once you get out and about and look around and get away from the towns, just such a stunning country. And this proves it. Look at that, just fantastic. Can you imagine putting a little tent up on here? Oh, and having that to wake up to. I don't think that'd be allowed here, but hey, who knows, one day. Good boy. So I just got back to the car and was loading up the car with our chairs and stuff, and I just got stung by a wasp on my finger. It was on my neck and I didn't know what it was, so I went to just brush something off and it stung me on the finger. Oh, it really is a sore one. I've not been stung in years. I forgot what it feels like. Oh my life. Not good. So we're going to have a little look around the village now. Now we've had a lovely afternoon sitting around the water. So we're just going a little mooch around, see what there is. Jackie's excited. You always find in these villages, the houses just make that extra bit of effort to look pretty. It's a beautiful little place.
Right, stop going round in circles.
So Jackie's such a softie with Bumble, aren't you?
Well, actually, Bumble's quite one.
How rude is that? She doesn't mean it, Bumble. She loves you. She only cuddles you all the time. So he does this going round in circles, sing around her, which he's doing exactly to cue. Well done, Bumble. So I've taught her that if she holds the lead in her right hand, do that, Jackie, and then let him come back in front of you, not round the back of you.
See, you failed.
No, now hold that in the right hand. Hold your left hand down so it keeps it down by your side. Go and try it. There, like that. Now you control him.
No, you're still putting me up the hill.
He doesn't control you. That's because we've got the harness on him today. So don't let him come round you. Sit.
Oh, I'm not worried your little subject.
And then walk. There you go. Job done. So there's the Castle Inn pub. One of those two pubs I mentioned that are in the village. Look how beautifully it's all the flowers out. You would think we were in the middle of September, wouldn't you? Feels like the summer we never had. A little post office. Stoke Gabriel stores. And on the right here is the church house inn. So this is the pub that was built by the Masons, and it was also the courthouse back in the day. And I think in the out the front and maybe in the back of it, there's the stocks that I used to put people in. Old phone box there, look.
Still got a phone in it.
Yeah. Look at these fabulous old cottages. The verger's cottage.
Old schoolroom.
An old schoolroom. This one back to 1897. Or 1812 it goes back to. It was restored in 1897. Here's the old church we're going to go into. This is the church of St Mary and St Gabriel. I do love a churchyard. I love reading names on gravestones because it brings that person back to life just for that little time you're remembering them. Which is always nice. What building, look at that. Beautiful. So the Masons also built this church back in their time. Obviously a Christian church now. Let's see if we can have a look inside. What a beautiful building. Area. So I became a Christian when I was 30 years old, so about 25 years ago now, and I always feel a real pull when I come into old churches and old buildings like this. Just really feel the presence of God. Beautiful. Yeah, whose name is William. 1843. Wow. Is he? Yeah, 10 years old. What's the saying? He's a bud on earth, and meets him in heaven. I read that yesterday on someone's stone. Oh, were they? Oh yeah, the other one was 20, the other one was 29. Dear, that is sad. I guess that shows the times though, doesn't it? When illness went round. Look at that over the background there. What a place to be laid to rest. And that sun's been absolutely scorching today, and it's been lovely. We can hit about 24 degrees at one point, which is pretty decent. Jackie's saying the right words in the church. So we're just about to have a look at a yew tree, and it was planted here 1,000 years ago by the Normans when they conquered, and apparently if you walk around it 7 times you can make a wish, and you get a wish. Let's have a look at it, shall we? Turn the camera around. Here it is. So obviously getting very, very old, and it's being held up by posts where it's outgrown. Amazing, look at that, going right across the graves. What an amazing tree. Look at that. Let's have a little look what they've written about it. So yew tree events. So this is seen out so much. 1065, so it saw out the Crusades. It saw the tower rebuilt, the church, Agincourt, Reformation, Civil War. It's literally gone from 1065 right through to 2025. 2024, sorry. It says if you walk backwards around the tree 7 times for all to see, stumble no, and I can't read it, one true wish will come to thee. So if you walk backwards around it without stumbling and with people watching to make it official, then you get a wish. But I'm not going to do that because I will probably fall over. What an incredible old tree though, look at that. And it's seen out a lot of these graves. Look, it's starting to push that one over there. Incredible. Wow, 1,000 years of history standing there. I find that absolutely fascinating. I've always thought of it'd be a good story, wouldn't it, to have the tree at the centre of a story, and something like this that's seen 1,000 years of history. Wow. Can you imagine what the sort of things you could have? Different soldiers sitting under it, different things going on over the time, and yeah, it'd be a really good story, wouldn't it, with this tree being the centrepiece to it all. You alright?
Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
popular name. There's Narracott over there.
Oh, is there? Must be a link
John.
to the town, mustn't it?
Yeah.
So the Narracotts have been around this town or village for a long time, well over 100 years as far as I can see back, and the last one was a verger at the church, and before that his father and grandfather were here as well, working for the church and working for the local village. One thing you find on a lot of these graves is where their families went to war, didn't
Yeah,
they?
I saw.
Oh, that one, their son was 23 in the First World War.
Yeah, there was Burma, 1887, I think.
Oh wow, yeah, a lot of them are connected, aren't they? I suppose the more you go back, the more wars affected people's lives, the youngsters. Very nice, look at them views though, how stunning is that? So we're on our way back down to the car now. It's a lovely little village, never really looked about it before. We came here years and years ago, and kind of just went for lunch at the shack and didn't do much else. Looked at the water obviously and then went. So to spend a day here, absolutely lovely. Got the chairs out, had a chill. Bumble played like anything, he's going to sleep well tonight. Really lovely time. We're just heading back down to the where the water is again now, and where the car's parked. So I hope you like watching this video. We've enjoyed being here, I can say that. So just nice to make nice life memories to look back on, and hopefully you guys enjoy it too. And if you like the channel, you know what you've got to do, don't you? Come on Jackie, come and say it.
You've got to like and subscribe.
You're not on camera, come and get on camera. Come, stop walking far, I can't walk that fast. Come on, say it. What have you got to do?
As Helen would say, you've got to like and describe it.
Subscribe.
Subscribe it.
She's not getting paid for that. She wanted 50 quid for that. I'm not giving her 50 quid, she couldn't get her lines right. So yeah, like and subscribe if you enjoy it. If you don't, like and subscribe anyway. That'd be great. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care. What? Keep looking out.
It's under left phone. He's literally done by the camera.
Is he?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll get him.
Bumble!
Bumble, come on!